Hello, welcome to another episode of For the Record. This is Vinyl Tag 2022. I didn't do one last year. I didn't feel the need to do one. But I figured why not? I'll do one this year. I definitely think it made more sense to do one this year than last year. There is about 20 questions, and we're going to go through them. So first off, favorite album purchased in 2021. Well, anybody that knows me knows that my favorite album that I purchased this year, well, there's two technically, but have to be Cottonmouth King's Royal Highness on vinyl. This is definitely a must-have, and for the price I paid for this and the condition that this was in, I would buy another one of these, no questions asked. Such a great album. Anybody that doesn't know this album should. It's an amazing classic, and you're really never gonna get that ever again. That album is like one of a kind, I feel like. And I kind of had two for this one. This actually kind of goes with the other one as well, so I kind of just wanted to include it in there. This one is High Society. This one is signed by the band. You got Woo Dog, D-Love, Apocalyptica, Richter, DJ Bobby B. The only one that didn't sign it is Brad, but we know all how Daddy X is, so I don't see his on there. I do have his signature on one of my other albums, but that's okay. And the second question was, show the record that you spent the most on. So, I would say Royal Highness is second that I spent the most on. Not Royal Highness, but High Society. That was second place. The most I spent on a record was Merlin Manson, Portrait of an American Family. This one is the Hot Topic release, I believe. Comes in a little box, came with a t-shirt with it and everything. This was probably my most expensive record that I bought this year, and it's definitely a must-have. I like to have official copies. I have a couple bootlegs of that same album, but it's just not the same owning an original, and well, not original, I should say. Just say official, because it's not original, but I would like to get an original copy if I can find one for a decent price. And trust me, I've been looking. They're out there. And then, let's see. Album by the first person you saw live. Okay, so one of the very first bands I ever saw live, me and my friends went to one of those Ozfest shows, but it wasn't Ozfest. It was only some of the bands that were on Ozfest. It was one of the ones where it wasn't Ozzy and some of the main artists, but it definitely had some decent people in it. And System of a Down was the main band there that night, and they totally kicked ass. It was such an amazing concert. 16-year-old me fucking loved it. I had the time of my life. And it was actually right after they dropped this album, Toxicity. And such a big fan of System of a Down back then. I still love System of a Down, just not as much as I used to. I don't know when the next time we'll actually see a System of a Down album. I know that they did come out with new music recently, and it was pretty decent, but I haven't really seen a full album of theirs in a long time. And then, okay, show an album or band that you got. Wait. Wow. Okay, so this one kind of falls into a different kind of subjects also. I showed this one last night on my live feed. I don't really know much about this group other than it's hip-hop, jazz infused stuff, so it's new to me. I've never heard of these guys before. And and it's just one of those things. And honestly, I don't even really know how to pronounce it because I don't want to mess it up. And then I know people in the comment section, they're just going to be like, you know, you pronounce that wrong. So you just tell me what it is. Because honestly, I don't fucking know. But whatever it is, it sounds good. I like it. And that's all that matters. And then an album I still got in the shrink wrap would be Jizza, Liquid Sword. This is such an amazing album. This is actually definitely a Wu-Tang classic for sure. One of their better solo albums by Wu-Tang Clan. Not every solo artist of Wu-Tang had like a really banger, but that one was fucking amazing. Concept album. So for concept albums, I would have to say Merlin Manson, Mechanical Animals. So this is an original pressing. As you can see, there's 2 LP jackets in there, and most people that have watched my channel for most of my videos know that it is an original pressing. You got the white vinyl, and then the other one's the blue vinyl, which super ecstatic. This sounds amazing. Such a great album. I remember when this album first came out, I was so happy. Love my Manson. Sure, record you love but haven't given much love to lately. So for that one, I would have to say Korn's first album, the self-titled album. I love this album so much, but honestly, I really haven't listened to it a lot lately. I definitely should listen to this again sometime soon. I don't listen to every single album all the time, but when I get a chance to, I definitely like to spin some records. So that's definitely that one, for sure. Now, let's see, a live album. So, for a live album, I should say, I picked Slipknot Day of the Gusto, or Gazano, however you want to say that. This is such an amazing album. It's 3 LP. I want to show you too. It came with the DVD on the inside, which I thought was pretty cool. And it's a trifold, so it opens all the way. And then there's the DVD on the inside. There's 2 LPs on this side, 1 LP on this side, and they are red. So, whoops, I folded that wrong because I'm not used to taking this album out that much. I've definitely listened to this, but I haven't listened to it. How should you say, recently? But to show you what the album does look like, it's red vinyl. Oops, I accidentally pulled that out too. Came with a huge booklet also. This was definitely worth the money that I paid for it. It was not cheap, but I seen afterwards that they made a clear version of this, which I was actually kind of jealous of because I kind of want the clear version more than the red, but it's all good. I'll settle for the red. And they said this is a limited edition. I don't know how limited it is, but I'm sure there are other copies out there, but whatever. It is what it is. Still a great album to own. If you've never seen this concert or never listened to it, I highly suggest it. Slipknot's amazing live. And I actually just saw them this year. Or not this year, last year. I keep forgetting that it's already a new year. So, it was one of those things. An album from a different continent. So, this is a group called Tribe. And I don't remember exactly where they're from. But either way, it's like reggae, hip-hop, jazzy, blues type shit. It's a lot of different shit mixed together, but the way they do it, it sounds really good. And this is Too Many Records record, and I just wanted to show the splatter on that. It definitely looks fucking cool. Definitely a good album. If you've never listened to Tribe, you should definitely give this album a listen. some of you may like it, some of you may not. It is what it is. I definitely don't mind it. And it's definitely one of those albums where you can, like, listen to, and it just gives you that good vibes, you know what I'm saying? So, that's one thing I like about it. And shout out to Too Many Records, Matt. That's his record label symbol right there. I don't even know how he gets all these records pressed, but either way, it's cool. I ordered that so long ago. I remember that it was going to come in, and then I actually forgot, like, afterwards because it took so long. And then when it finally came in the mail, I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot that I fucking ordered that. Which seems to happen a lot, to be honest with you. Okay, so this one says show the most out of your comfort zone that you got into the past year. I would say DJ Mark Fernandez. This one's Mushroom Jazz 5. Hip hop and jazz infused. If you can't tell, I really like hip hop and jazz infused stuff. I really like jazz. I really like hip hop. And they seem to go together pretty fucking well. So, this is an amazing album. If you've never heard it, definitely check out volume, I believe it's like 1 through 8 for Mushroom Jazz. They're really, really good. And that says jazz album. So, my jazz album that I do have is Miles Davis, Kinda Blue. This is definitely a great album. I really, really like it. All blues, blue and green, and Flamenco Sketches or some shit like that is the name of the song. Some pretty good ones on here. They got some long songs on here, but this is an amazing album. If you've never heard this, you should definitely go pick this up. They still have this record in print. It's not like one of the high def or UHQ or mobile fidelity ones, whatever. It's just a fucking one that I bought at the store. It was like on sale. It's like $20, so I figured I'd pick it up, whatever. For soundtracks, I picked Hackers. This was one of my favorite movies growing up. I don't know if any of you guys out there know this movie. And if you guys are anything like me, you definitely know this movie. This movie is fucking amazing. I love this movie. I still love this movie. Honestly, I could watch this movie any day of the week. Sometimes when I come home from work, I'll watch like the original Ninja Turtles movie or Hackers or, you know, anything from like the 90s that I remember that I really like The Crow. You know, those are some of my favorite movies right there. Just a couple, for instance. This is a great soundtrack. It's got some pretty good songs on it. Stuff that I normally wouldn't listen to, but for whatever reason, I just like the music that's on the soundtrack. An album with no writing on the jacket. So, for that one, I would have to pick Swollen Members. This is Brand New Day. As you can see, there is no writing on the front cover. And I'm sure you can barely even see that, if at all. There's a skull on the cover. So here, let me take it out of plastic real quick. See if you can see the skull on the cover. I think you can a little bit. Yeah, it's starting to show up. But pretty good album. I like it a lot. Swollen Members, definitely one of my favorite hip-hop groups. And let's see here. For colored vinyl. So for that one, I picked up recently Nonfiction, the Green Album. This was for Record Store Day. Any of you guys watched my Record Store Day video, you know I made it to Record Store Day. My record store did not have this album, so I actually ended up paying like twice of what it was worth online. But with only 1,000 made, I know that's not a lot, so I figured, fuck it, I'll grab it anyways. And I will actually show you the vinyl, just so you know. It is green for the Green Album. Or Green LP, I should say, for the LP. The CD was called the Green Album. When you look it up on Spotify, it'll say the Green Album. But I like how they changed the name of it to the green LP on this one. So they made some changes to it and everything. Definitely sick. Definitely love this album. So amazing. And then Show Your Pride Dig of 2012. So this is an album I recently just got. I'm actually going to do a vinyl review on this. Should be up by like Friday. This is Deftones, B-Sides, and Rarities. It actually came with the DVD. The DVD is fucking amazing. That's all I'm going to show you is just the album. I will talk more about that when I do my review for that. Show your favorite, coolest cover art that you got this year. So I would say for this year, for my cover art, I would say the coolest one would probably be Stain, just because it's so out of here and it's different. It's not something you normally see every day. And I remember there was a bunch of, a lot of controversial about this. Like Fred Durst was pretty upset about their cover. He tried to make it so they couldn't open for him. But then once he actually heard the band and like hung out with them, got to know them, he actually ended up signing them, and that's how they got their record deal. Really love Stain, so that was, definitely a must-have. And for box sets, so I picked my Melancholy and Infinite Sadness box set. This is an amazing album. This is 4 LPs. Comes with a couple books. I also did a review on this already on my channel. If you want to know more about this album, definitely go check out that video. And for the last album, show a record that you got for a present in 2021. So I got this for Christmas. This is Nirvana Unplugged. This is the special edition. It's got the outtakes. It's got the rehearsals for like Come As You Are, Polly, The Man Who Sold the World, all that good stuff. So I was actually pretty friggin' happy with this because as you know, I'm a big Nirvana fan, so anything that I can get Nirvana is awesome. I actually do have their regular 1 LP set of this, but I wanted this one because for 1 it's a gatefold, for 2 it comes with 2 records, and for 3 it's got the nice shiny foil on the front. And Nirvana is one of my favorite bands for 4, so it was just like one of those things that's kind of like a no-brainer. Kind of like everybody was like talking crap about the Nirvana box set of Nevermind. Well, to be honest with you guys, I did buy the box set of Nevermind only because for me growing up, that was such an iconic album to my childhood that, like, yes, I understand it comes with a bunch of stuff that most people probably don't need, but there's like a bunch of live concerts on there. There's like the extra, 7 discs that it comes with, and it just comes with so much, the extra 7-inch, which you could have got with the regular album or whatever, but I didn't want just the regular album. I wanted everything that I could get with it because I love that album that much. And I already own the album, but the thing is I really like Nirvana, so pretty much anything that Nirvana puts out, I'm gonna pretty much buy at this point for like vinyl wise. And I think there's like 1 or 2 albums that I'm really missing. I'm missing Muddy Banks of the Wishka and that was the other one, like the Greatest Hits album. So, but that is my vinyl tag of 2022. So, hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to, be ready for Friday's vinyl review. I definitely can't wait. It's going to be a sick one. I definitely want to, show more about that album. Super happy to get it. It's actually one of my favorite albums that I actually got recently, so I'm like super happy with it. And the DVD is just amazing, like I said. But I will talk more about that in my next video. Stay tuned. Make sure to like, subscribe. Hope you all have a great day, alright? Peace.